What's up, homies? At the end of Lugnuts.Guapo coming at you from Longhorn Harley-Davidson, and of course the RoadGlide special. I'm so excited about this one because golly, that looks good. I mean, it is just one good looking motorcycle. And well, we'll talk about some of the little new things here and there that they've changed on this model that, you know, obviously previous models didn't have. And we'll yeah, roll that intro. So here we are, 2021. That CVO right there is probably one of my favorites. Actually, let's put it this way. All 2021 RoadGlides have been my favorites so far. And of course, CVOs fit that bill as well. Obviously, maybe, I haven't seen the other two because that's the one that Longhorn just got in yesterday. And this is the only one with short bags. All the other two CVOs, I mean, have extended saddlebags. And we'll get to the wheels and all that real quick, but are CVOs worth the money? Let me know in the comments below. People hate them, people love them. There's just something about a CVO when you ride one. There's such an experience, such an aura, and not only because it is a Harley-Davidson, but because it's a CVO. I mean, you get premium freaking everything. And this bike, I mean, it has it all. It really does. Now, of course, one of the features that everybody's raving about is these laced wheels, and they look way better in person than in pictures, I can tell you that much. Now one may think, man, laced wheels on a 850-pound plus bagger? Oh, that seems like a little too much for a spoke wheel, especially. There's not as many spokes as you would see, or at least doesn't look that way compared to other spoke wheels like on a Heritage or whatnot. Obviously, the adjustment on this is actually pretty neat compared to other spoke wheels that Harley has done in the past. Let me show you real quick. You can see the little nut right there, right there, right there. So they slide on the outside of the rim and they pull through, and then of course right into the center. And you can see the little adjustment portion right there where you can put a wrench right there. And then of course, you can go ahead and tighten that up on those little nuts right there. Pretty cool wheel overall. Absolutely gorgeous. Got the little CVO badging on the brakes, which looks fantastic. And of course, the typical, what you would normally see on a CVO, at least the latest CVOs, they lowered, well, I wouldn't even know what to call it. I probably should look up the book and see what this is called. Then you know the low profile engine guard, you got your chin spoiler, the paint, I mean, oh my gosh, I think they absolutely knocked it out with the paint. And of course, you got the mini windshield right here that absolutely does not help whatsoever, but it looks gorgeous. Now, Harley-Davidson has always prided themselves in paint, and obviously this is no different. The paint on this bike is absolutely amazing. You got the Kahuna collection all around, heated grips, all the premium stuff that you would expect from a CVO. And I mean, it really just looks amazing. And those wheels on the road look amazing. So does this CVO have everything that you would expect out of a CVO? Well, it does. The paint, the seat, this awesome center dash, and of course, the gauges. The gauges are they just look good. And of course, you know, the new audio system that they incorporated with Rockford Fosgate. The cool thing about Rockford Fosgate is that it's quality stuff, it's premium stuff, and it sounds amazing. And we know that because we've been doing that for basically every customer that comes in through our shop, both at Maverick and Longhorn Harley-Davidson. They all want Rockford Fosgate or Diamond Audio. And of course, Harley did what Harley does and made it premium on their motorcycle. And by made it premium, they made it to where if you want this exact setup on another model that's not a CVO, you want the Rockford speakers and the amp and all that kind of stuff, well, they just made it very expensive, which is always one thing that bothered me, but Harley's gonna do what Harley's gonna do. So what does this look like? Well, you got two in the front, two in the back, and it is probably the loudest that I've seen straight from factory from Harley. Again, it's a Rockford system, so it is what we expected it to be. Of course, this thing is gonna come with the amp right here. Now, compared to the boom audio system. It is smaller because with the boom audio, I mean, there's like way too many amps, and I honestly kind of expected the this new system, when they announced it, to be running off of 1 amp in the fairing. That's not the case. Obviously, there's one in the saddlebag. And the cool feature that is presented in here is you can actually connect the amp to your phone via Bluetooth and do the whole EQ thing from your phone, which is really neat. It is really cool, but they made it to where like it takes a specific wiring harness and connectors, and I mean, that part is kind of annoying, but Harley's gonna do what Harley's gonna do. They make everything expensive. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you want that Harley badge and Harley stuff, I mean, whoever's buying this, he's not really planning on doing much to it. I mean, maybe like an exhaust, make it a little louder, you know, like the typical stuff. But when you're paying that much dough for a motorcycle, I mean, that's what you're paying for, right? Premium, limited, that's it right there. Now, how does this thing ride? Well, it rides like any RoadGlide, really. I mean, smooth, comfortable. It's a touring bike. It's just a RoadGlide. But it does have all the cool stuff that CVOs have, and in some cases they make it pretty premium to them, like locking saddlebags and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, what do you think about the new CVO RoadGlides? What do you think about this one particular color coming with short bags only? Drop your comments below. If you like this video, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and until I see you next time, get on your Harley and get some wind therapy. Later.